welcome everybody. My name's Poetentate, but I go by Poe, and welcome to my Honkai Star Rail stream. Today we have quite a few quests in the exalting sanctum. Well, we have one quest that we started, or we got right at the end of last stream, that we'll need to take care of real quick. So I am a little bit late, sorry about that. I originally looks like I was gonna have to pick up my nephew from school, from high school. My delightful mother decided that since I was supposed to be streaming when my nephew needed to be picked up, that she would go and get my nephew and I could stream. So she is a delight. Everybody thank mother. But yes, welcome, welcome. Glad to see everyone. One thing I'm excited about, I don't know if you all have seen this, but yes, she is delightful, especially because she's also been super busy. So I told you all that I was supposed to have an interview on Monday. That has now been rescheduled to Friday, so on Friday's stream I can give you all an update on how that went. And it got rescheduled because my father had a heart attack on Monday and has just got home from the hospital. So the fact that she was willing to turn around and go pick up my nephew is many kudos to her. I really was like, I can go, like, you're very tired, and she's like, nope, I'm gonna do it. Don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. But thankfully, yes, my father is home, safe. But, yeah, he had the heart attack, like, Monday morning, and then had to have surgery Tuesday morning so that they could, he had some, like, arteries, blocked, and he is back home today. So, yeah. Lots of things happening. Yeah, so if I'm a little scatterbrained, that's why. Happy to have a little bit of normalcy to stream. But yeah, if I'm a little scatterbrained, that's why. So yeah, if I don't pick up on some lore bits today, that might be a reason. I don't know if anyone has seen what I was gonna say is, that something I really want to stream, because like I said, like, it's very normal, and it's fun, so it helps me, like, de-stress a little bit. But thank you, for the support. Because I have been really excited to stream most of today to, like... The worst thing about Monday, though, was also, on top of that, my mother's dog, which is, like, her emotional support baby, also was sick, and I was like, we cannot have this happen. We cannot have both the dog and my dad down at the same time, because if anything happens to either of them, my mom's gonna have a mental breakdown. Thankfully, we think that my dog was just stressed out because he was picking up on my dad. And so throughout the day he got better, and he's been much better since Monday. But it was a very stressful Monday for everyone. But yes, thank you so much for the support, yeah. Just wanna relax playing a game for a little bit. See how that goes. But yeah, so what I was gonna say is that on Twitter, usually when a new character or any kind of character is getting dropped in the in the banner, like the banner characters, they first post the character that's gonna be in the first round first, and then they post the character that's gonna be in the second round after them. And on Twitter, they posted Fu Xuan, and they have not posted Don Feng's image. So I'm kind of hoping that Fu Xuan is going to be the first character they release in the upcoming banners, because that'll give me an entire banner patch to save up more tickets for my Danfeng collection, because I spent all of my tickets on Kafka and her weapon, so I only have 17, and then with these Stellar Jade I'll have 18. So not nearly enough unless Danfeng pities me and comes home early because he is my husband. But I would I'm really hopeful that Fu Xuan is going to be the first character released in the upcoming banner patch, because that would be very helpful for me. I guess it's 18 now. What else? We also have some achievements from the last time I was here. I think we have 2. One of them is so the game is currently doing, as of the time of this live stream, that they're doing double relic drops, right? And because of that, I have been mostly focusing on getting relics for my Gepard, because he's my baby. And so he's fully decked out in golden relics now. So I got this achievement. And then this one I got, which was my next simulated universe achievement I was trying for, where you need to get 8 or more curios while in the simulated universe, which some of these simulated universe ones are straight up just down to luck. It's not about skill. I happened to get a curio. If you want to get this achievement, if you can get the curio that anytime you break an object, you have a low chance of spawning a curio up to so many curios. Because I had 10, and I think 6 of them were because of that curio. So I was able to get Master Ball, which I imagine's a Pokemon reference. So we're starting to stack up the simulated universe curios. Also, I forgot about this other achievement. I should have done it. When you get done using the curio, that when you break breakable objects in simulated universe, that it gives you a curio, the last time you use it, it takes all of your health. It instantly downs you to 1% health. And I healed myself just out of fear. But because of the fact that I wasn't near a boss or anything, what I should have done when that happened is I should have fought a basic monster, because I could have gotten both of these achievements then, because of where it broke. So that's also something you should keep an eye on, because you can probably get these 2 achievements where you need 1% and 5% health. And then the other ones that I'm gonna be working on in the simulated universe is, it's not in this one. There's one where you need to fight Gepard and not defeat the guards he summons in simulated universe. There's one where you have to defeat Branya and not defeat, again, her guards. And there's one where you're fighting Svarog and you have to destroy 5 of his hands to be able to get the achievement in one run. So I'm gonna be working on those soon. But yeah. So we got some more achievements on the status. We got 60s overall, as I've told you all before. Light cones are all 60s. Currently, I am up to Ting Yun in traces. You can see I only need 1 more. I haven't been able to do as many traces recently because I'm using the double relics. But once we get done with Ting Yun, it's everyone past her for traces, and then we'll be able to get up to Equilibrium 4. And then these are the relics I've been working on. As you can, he is my first like fully 5-starred relic, and I have them fully maxed out. None of them are really good relics. They're not terrible, but they're not great. That's why I haven't been farming them, because I know once you start farming relics, it's literally all you do with your energy. But the fun thing about his farm is that like every single electro character in this game uses this set, the Sizzling Thunder set. So I've also been getting some relics for Jingyuan and Kafka at the same time. My poor boys, Locha and the Trailblazer, have nothing, but we're working on it. And then the last thing is I did get some text messages, so let's see. Oh, this is from the employer that we don't like. After some thought, I think I should tell you this. After all, you've already helped us so much thus far. I've renewed the contract with May. You don't deserve the contract with May. As far as the level of service is concerned, May is not quite there, but admittedly, I am not a perfect employer either. The important thing is I'm not going to dwell on a fair price anymore. May showed my family a sincerity that can never be bought with money. I don't want to let her down. Thank you again, and I wish you all the best. No, she's a terrible person that's been underpaying someone who, from the way this story is written, has like some mental disabilities, and she's been taking advantage of that, being like, well, at least I'm employing her, so she should be grateful that she's getting any pay at all, and I'm putting up with her. I know. Oh, we must have just hit the 60 text messages that are non-quest related. Oh, nope, that's a receive a text message. That is a quest achievement, apparently. Alright, so, we are helping the Heron Express find a package that's missing. At the behest of the secretary that we flirt with. You must be Kalis, right? I've heard a lot about you. I'm Win-Win, a specialist from the Heron Express. I believe the secretary has told you that many Heron Express cargo have been lost in transit. Heron Express wants to commission you to go to the place where those goods were lost and search for them with sight cranes from a high vantage point. That would be much more efficient than getting people to manually look for them with the naked eye. Those places are complicated in topography and not very safe. You might encounter some dangers along the way. If you're ready, let's get it. Move on. Skips like half that dialogue. What an honor to be able to work alongside Mr. Kalis. Oh, this is the first one of these I've had. These, like, mini dungeons. Okay, finish a battle within 10 cycles. Allies are not knocked down more than 2 times. And find the source of an unknown signal. Okay. But yeah, this is the first mini dungeon I've had in the CN show. There's one dungeon back in Belobog that I have not been able to 3-star yet. I went back and I tried fighting it, but I just don't have like the... It's not manpower. I don't have like the attack power needed to 3-star the dungeon yet, because you have to finish it in so many turns, and I can't quite get there yet. The Skyfaring Commission kidnapped me. Let's get ready to work then. I need to control the Psycrane and find the missing cargo. After locating it, just send me a picture of it showing its exact location. I'll dispatch someone to recover it, don't you worry. But before that, as you can see, these bad things running around the Psycrane roost are mostly attracted by the birds and are causing chaos. Even the roost is being bitten and damaged. The top priority right now is still to repair the roosts and restore the logistics system as soon as possible. Yeah, if someone else were to take the job, I don't know if they'd be as relieved as if it were you. I forgot to check with you. You do know how to fix the roost, right? Why can't you come with me and fix it? I'm the muscle, you're the brain. Isn't that not why I was hired? Oh, no, 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 no. I get woozy and nauseated the moment I see an interface on the Jade Abacus. You do it. What are you hired for, then? You go and deal with those monsters first. We can't talk about the remaining problems after we fix the roost. The other one that I saw that was really interesting,
I'm with you.
I commend. Let's wait and see.
from the live stream is that they're going to be increasing Trailblaze power, so you'll have more of it. And then there's also going to be a reserve tank. Oh, I can't show you the map. But once you hit like the cap, if it continues building more Trailblaze power, it's going to go into like a reserve up to a point. That is a feature that people have been begging for on Genshin for like ages, and lots of people are kind of annoyed that it's getting put into Honkai Star Rail first.
Here, there's thunder.
Trying to take care of the summoner first, because the summoner will make it take
Is that all?
it'll keep summoning monsters, which will increase the turns that I need to take care of it.
Receive divinity.
Much better.
Follow my charge.
Did not mean to do that, honestly.
Rules are made to be broken.
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep is the dead return. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Let's go. Hope you're prepared.
You chose the wrong enemy. Here, there's thunder.
Let's make it quick. This ends here.
Was that it?
Is that all?
I'll see you off. There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Let's go. We caught them unawares.
Alright, and then a puzzle. Alright, so I need to essentially flip these guys. There we go. It's finally fixed. Thank you so much for your hard work. The next step is the main event. You need to operate the Psycrane to find the lost cargo. This is embarrassing. Ever since I took on the management position, I haven't had much hands-on experience. Use it or lose it, you know what I'm saying? I don't work, though. I've never had the experience. In any case, all you need to do is find the missing goods, take pictures, and send the pictures to me. We'll take care of the rest. Let me see. How about we head over to Trove of Verdure first? The record shows that some items were lost in that area. The signal monitoring system is now available. Searching the target. Lost near the meridian pin. Based on the cycranes, you search under the meridian pin in between the conveyor belts. Well, that's a conveyor belt. And that's a conveyor belt. So it's probably over here somewhere. Oh. Oh, decent. Well, I don't think it's this thing, because this is a ship. Oh, I was thinking like a hairpin. The signal monitoring system indicates that the search in the correct area, the current area has been completed. The site crane will head back to the next zone. We're lost in the goods storage area. Search the gantry above the containers. Okay, so over here. They've received some strange signals. I suppose they aren't related to the items we're looking for, but you may search for them when you have the time. Oh, right, it said find like the source of the strange signals. So that's probably the cycrane that's over there. So this is where those strange signals come from. Looks like the poor thing has been stuck up here since it went faulty. Don't worry, I've marked its location. Someone will come and aid it in no time. I've been reconnected to the courier net. Thank you for your timely discovery. Okay, so we need to find what we're actually looking for, which is this ship, apparently. Yes, the missing items have been marked. Thanks for your help. We'll take care of the rest. Thanks to you, Cloudfort's problems have been temporarily resolved, and the Heron Express is one step closer to fully operational. I gotta say, your performance far exceeds expectation. Not only did you find a lost cargo, but you also happened to find a lost side crane. You're truly trustworthy. This is your well-deserved reward. Please accept it. In the future, there may be similar things that you need your help. I'll have to ask for your assistance again. Just remember to pay me. Of course, we'll never shortchange you. There are stellar jade at stake. We must try to go through all of them. Okay, let's do level 2 now. I did not read what I was supposed to be doing. I just assumed it would probably be similar. 12 cycles, knocked down 2 times, source of unknown signal. Okay, it is the same thing. Kalis, thank you for taking the time to help us again. I feel you, but before that, I love that we can make him such like a jaded mercenary of just like, I'm only here for the money. As you can see, there are also monsters gathered around this malfunctioning roost. It's strange that there are so many coincidences. I'm really sorry to trouble you with this. I don't think you are, honestly.
I'm with you.
I commend.
Let's wait and see.
Okay, what? Oh, that's gonna be hard to, to get done in 12 like rounds. The monkey.
Repay.
Especially because it just said battle 1 of 3.
Don't get complacent.
Welcome back.
In the name of Landau,
I'm doing one of those like the mini
never falters.
the mini dungeons that they have, where you have to do like the 3 different
made to be broken.
activities. Wonder if I should take out the. Let's take out the side pieces first.
Conflict is pitiless.
Let's go.
Well, I'm glad you're back. We'll just... Man, I'm so glad that I have upgraded Jing Yuan's relic set, because I can definitely see some improvement from his follow-up attacks and like power. But yeah, I'm doing one of those mini dungeons that we saw a lot of in Belobog, where you have the 3 achievements that you need to do, or the 3 like things.
Show no mercy.
And so I'm curious if we'll be able to do it, because this one is the whole like you gotta defeat it in 12 rounds. But this monkey is always very tanky, so I don't know if I'll be able to do it in 12 rounds.
Forged in ice, never falters.
Here is thunder.
Rules are made to be broken.
Take off the
charge.
summoner ones
Conflict is
first,
pitiless.
because of that exact reason.
Nothing major. I'll see you off.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder.
But yeah, viruses are the worst. It's like you spend all this money on a computer system, and then just like, oh, you clicked the wrong link or something, and then it's just your entire computer system can be absolutely destroyed.
Eternal sleep is that
Dead return. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
We caught them unawares.
That emoticon is so cute. Okay, teleportation modules. They can teleport now? I didn't want it to teleport though, is the thing. Great, this reduces back to normal as well. Thank you so much for your help, Kalis. Now it's time to search for the lost cargo with the Cycranes. Are you ready? Yes. Fortuna Augersteed. Become one with the Cycrane. Oh man, that ship picked an interesting place. I thought this was gonna be a little bit harder, the search and find part of this, but so far not too bad. Under the terrace. Okay. Is it also hitting like a... This is the lowest I can go. Maybe over here under the terrace? Nope, that's ascend. Oh, can't go under there either. Oh, I've gone too high now. Oh. Okay, so this is the one that has the optional find the suspicious signal one. Keep saying like, oh, if I have time, but as far as I'm aware, this isn't like a timed challenge. Okay, there's the ship, but we want to find the missing signal. Oh, there it is. And then the ship we're looking for is over here. So speaking of, last time that we talked about it, you hadn't been diving in Fontaine yet. Have you been able to dive now? See all the cool sights? I really wish we could catch the otters, honestly. I would love to have some of the otters in my teapot. There we go. That's the word I want. And the seahorses. Oh my gosh, I want to catch the seahorses so bad. Not only did you find the lost cargo, but also a missing side crane. The exact same thing she said to me last time. See, we talked about, like, you have the, I think it's called thalassophobia. Mine is of space. There are a few, like, space-themed, games where you need to explore space, and the horror, because at least if you're in the ocean, it's at least terrestrial land, or, it's terrestrial. and you have a chance of surviving unless you're like deep underwater. But like if you're in space and something goes wrong, you're just out of luck. 10 cycles, find the source of the unknown signal. So mine's definitely more space focused. But I'm glad that you have the courage to explore Fontaine, even with the water. Kalis, you've come to help again. What are you talking about? If every roost is broken down, then the Heron Express would have been good for nothing. Safe places like this would still exist, of course. Well, aren't the evil disciples of Sanctus Medicus hiding over here in the Alchemy Commission? So I'm a little scared. I think I'm older than you by a few hundred years, but yes, with you around, I feel safer. Anyway, this job should be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I say that all the time. There won't be any problems. It is so pretty, and it's like so clean, the swimming. I do agree that I am a little bit sad that the normal characters cannot do like the jet out of the water. The only characters that can do the jet out of the water dolphin style is like Lynette and the new Fontaine characters, and then of course the Traveler, and that's it. So a little bummed about that because that is really fun to do. But don't tell me anything about the Archon quest. I am so far behind, guys, on the quests. Currently I'm just doing hangouts because there's like 60... It's like doing a hangout fully to get all 5 or 6 endings takes about an hour, and so I'm doing like one hangout a day to try and get through all of them so that I can get the 60 primos from each of them to build up my horde so that I can pull for Zhongli. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play it on stream once I get fully like done with Honkai Star Rail. Like I've done all of the game up to its current release point, which I'm getting closer. We're like almost halfway done exploring the Cien show. And then from the new updates live stream, it looks like they're gonna drop like 3 new companion missions, but that's it, like no major update to the main story. And then once that's done, I'll be playing Genshin on stream as well. And you all will get to see me trying to speedrun Sumeru so that I can get as much stellar, not stellar jade, as much primos as possible so that I can attempt to get as many constellations as Zhongli as possible. I am confident by the time Zhongli comes out, I will definitely be playing Genshin on stream. Or like, I'm pretty confident. Might be false confidence, but I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to get through the rest of Honkai Star Rail by then. Oh, the missing Psycrane is here. Okay. Whoop, just ran straight into a wall. So that's where we want to look for... Oh, monsters? They must be bullying the Psycrane. Are these disciples of Sanctus Medicus? I can't believe they're hiding in such a place. Let's get out of here as not to alert them. I marked their location. I believe the seed of divine foresight will come and deal with them. Oh, so it's not a crane this time. Ooh. We can wrap things up after retrieving the last missing item. It's great that everything went well today. I see everyone is here. There's been a mishap. Lady Secretary, what brings you here? Cycrane is returning. I was instructed by Madame Yukong to lead a team to investigate the culprit who vandalized the roosts, and the clues bring me here. Those people seem to be disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I suppose they have modified the roost to emit a signal of a specific frequency to attract the abominations of abundance. There seems to be a case, however the alchemy commission has a complex terrain, and we might alert them if we send everyone to out look for them. So, everybody looks at me. You've come to the right person, Lady Secretary. Kalis is an expert in finding things with cycranes. You know how to give me more work. I just don't want to see your talent go to waste. Uh-huh, you do it yourself. That's why I'm here. Kalis, I'm counting on you for this matter. I need extra pay. Oh, Kalis, you're so reliable. I'll sing your praises in front of Madame Yukong. Didn't I already find the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? But I found quite a few of the teleport points. In Fontaine. Are they vandalizing the roost? It's the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, isn't it? It's them! Ah, I think I've seen us. Kalis, let's go after them. They're so fast. Imagine running from one of the cycranes, though. Phew, now they have nowhere to go. Stop resisting. You have no way to escape. And I'm sure they're gonna turn into an abomination of abundance right in front of us. Stop resisting. I thought there was an army going after us. Turns out there's only 3 of you. Only 3. And one of you is a pathetic short-life species. Want to catch me? Dream on. A pathetic short-life species? How dare you commit evil deeds in the law of Fu when you don't even recognize Kalis? I thank you for the praise. Alright, so...
Here, this thunder.
But yeah, I feel bad for anyone who has not kept up with the main story, including myself and Fontaine, because from what I've seen from the updates about Genshin, is that they're already prepping for like a new event soon, and the new event is going to be in Fontaine. So they already had the event where we have to collect the new resources, right? That one's not too bad. As long as you can get to Fontaine and unlock some teleport points, you can do that. You don't have to be with Fontaine's story quest. You can be like me and spend 10 minutes climbing the tower to be able to get to the first statue of the 7. But yeah, so that one's okay, but I think there's a new one coming up, and I don't know if you're gonna have to have done the story quest to be able to do it, so I'm a little concerned about that. Considering I haven't even, I've said it before, but I haven't even seen Skara. Like, I've just set foot in the desert in the main Archon quest, so...
Is that all?
The dead return!
So a little concerned about that. It's also different because usually when a new area releases, Hoyo at least gives it like an update or two before they start releasing the new area exclusive events. But the fact that they're immediately like, oh, we're gonna do Fontaine events immediately, it's a little jarring. But yes, the otters are so cute. I'm very happy that Zhongli is getting released prior to Nouvelle, the judge, and I think is the way to pronounce it is like Risley or Rothsley, because I would be very sad. I'm already sad enough having to skip Lenny.
Just a scratch.
Let alone having to skip them as well, so
Never falter.
I'm gonna have like no pulls after Zhongli, but you know, at least I can pull for them.
Nothing major.
Rules are made to be broken.
What did you did you accidentally pull the like wish button, or just happened to be wishing on stream and so you got Lenny? I want Lenny so bad. His fighting style looks so fun.
Here, there's thunder.
Is that all?
Secret of the safe. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Oh, not the pity building. That was me. The only character I've done that with where I was trying to like build pity, or I was pulling for a 4-star was how I got Hu Tao. I never used my Hu Tao, because that was the one where Thoma was introduced, and I was trying to get Thoma so badly, and I ended up getting Hu Tao right before, and this was the Hu Tao rerun that was right before Albedo, and I really wanted Albedo. I was devastated. That's why I fully, like, agree with the whole, like, if you don't want the character, the 5-star, do not pull, because you are gonna end up getting them. That building pity is a slippery slope. Phew, that was close. Fortunately, you were there, Kalis. I'm sorry I got you two involved in such a dangerous situation. Don't worry, the Skyfaring Commission will definitely reward you handsomely. Please take this as a token appreciation for you. This is your pay. I hope you'll get to work with you again next time. I'll be something less dangerous next time. Don't worry about that. I've already informed the Seat of Divine Foresight when you found them. By now, I believe they'll have arrested by the Cloud Knights. Did we make it? Yay, we don't have to do it again. Alright, so that mini dungeon is done. That last one was a little tough getting it done fully, but nice. But yeah, the other thing I'm really annoyed because of is the Crimson Witch domain in Genshin. I swear they think the only people who farm that domain are Hu Tao mains, because I get my Hu Tao is better built than my Diluc, and it drives me insane because I farm the Crimson Witch specifically to build my Diluc, and yet the artifacts I'm getting are more appropriate for my Hu Tao and my Yoimiya, and I'm like, I'm not here for those two, which admittedly is probably why most people are at the Crimson Witch domain. I am here for my Diluc. Give me an artifact that my Diluc can use. The thing at the Alchemy Commission, that thing, that allows you to use some gold artifacts to try and make new ones, has saved my life, because I hated being in the Crimson Witch domain because of the Lava Walker set, because I would get what would be perfect artifacts for Diluc in the Lava Walker set, but it's not the right set. Crimson Witch Domain is a nightmare. Recently, because I got Kazuha, I've been farming the Viridescent Veneer domain. I don't have quite enough for 100. Alright, so we're back to the exalting sanctum. And before we start exploring, we're gonna do the missions that are in this area.
We should get some rest.
So that we can more efficiently explore. The only question is, do we want to do a companion mission, because we have 2 in this area, or do we want to do these smaller side quests? Because I think a Night Stranger is... I've actually forgotten who these are for. I know one of these is... I think a Night Stranger has to be Locha, right? Because this is Kafka's. Seems I need to see him for both of these anyway. Oh, and it's right next to that shorter mission, so we can pick that up too. Okay, what do you need, sir? 2 centuries pass, and then 2 centuries more. If I don't get my promotion, I'll undergo my hatching rebirth soon. Promotion? Yeah, in one of our lifetimes, Vidihara have to serve as officers or clerks so we can get a taste of what it's like to be a public servant, right? Hey, that's enough for now. Let's not linger on such a morose topic. I'm Guangda, a lowly orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. If you have any issues to handle, I suggest you visit our chancery offices. When you're working in the Realm Keeping Commission, every day is trouble. Seriously, sometimes I have a feeling that the Realm Keeping Commission doesn't have a respectable social status at all. It is responsible for all the dirtiest, most tedious work. Official Dahao told me that someone had been putting up an advertising posters in the Exalting Sanctum, and he wanted me to remove them. You get it? He asked me to remove the posters. You don't get it. The job is so meaningless. Is that within the job description of an orderly? I mean, yeah. Come to think of it, it really does seem to be my job. How about I pay you, and you help me remove the posters, especially the ones that are particularly eye-catching. I remember that some of the lost and found notices. Please remove them all. Oh, please don't. Just throw them away when no one's looking. I don't need the posters to report on my work. It'll be a kind deed if you can find the lost item for the owner. Take your pay and start searching. Okay, so this has like a few points. Is you have to pick up a poster and you can either just throw it in the trash or you can find the item that the poster's looking for. That actually sounds like fun. Let's do that one first, actually. Alright, let's do this one first, because it sounds fun. I'm not gonna explore right now. I'm not gonna explore because I'm gonna forget where I explored. We'll come back to that Psycrane, it's very suspicious. Alright. A lost and found notice has been slapped onto the wall, sticking out like a sore thumb. I don't know exactly when, but I've lost an ingenium called Barbarbella somewhere near the Shinwell Pavilion in the Exalting Sanctum. Its official name is Artisan Commission Civil Maintenance Unit Type A, and it self-identifies as a mushroom. Please contact me immediately if you know anything for a hefty reward. I'm trying to turn the... It's literally right there. I'm trying to turn the camera so you can see it. It's this one right here. That's a little funny. A visiograph that has been thoughtfully provided below the lost and found notice. Really? It looks like you had better get in touch with this Kong and tell him the good news. It's right here. Okay, so I'm supposed to contact the guy, right? You are asking a mushroom whether it can write poetry? How do you think mushrooms will respond? I'm just a mushroom. That's right. Oh, I feel true pity for this bias of yours that exclusive to primates belongs to the family hominid in genus Homo. I have found your mushroom. Like willow leaves morning at a speed of knots, super duper loves you lots. Autumn winds and moon rises on a building's glow. Love can also move as slow. Writing poetry is easy. Why doesn't she like me? What am I missing? The poem is terrible. You don't like it? Look, knots and lots. It all rhymes. 4 limes of hepameter. Ah, forget about it. I'm not arguing with you. To be honest, I don't even really get what's so good about poetry and can't really tell what's good poetry. You, however, seem to have a unique insights into poetry. Tell me what other people pour out their love and emotions, and I'm here writing my true feelings too. What am I doing wrong? Culture. Taste. What's that? Don't just invent new words to trick me. Maybe you aren't tricking me. You're right, I'm lacking in culture and taste. Anyway, is there anything you need? I have indeed put up many lost and found notices. Which one specifically are you talking about? Oh, that one, the gloomy pomet. Have you found any clues about it? I know where it is. Excellent. I never thought I'd get such a speedy reply. They say gloominess is the backbone of poetry. If the poet is melancholy enough, the most beautiful poetry verse will flow out. I had such high hopes for this gloomy poet. I set its gloomy settings up very high and ended up wailing for half a day at the sight of a buttonhole missing a button. In the end, just like all other artistic use, it got lost in the hustle and bustle of a city life before it even got the chance to write a decent piece. I hope circumstances have forced it to get a job. That wouldn't be very poetic, wouldn't it? It was very depressed. That's not really the case here. While being overly depressed is a serious illness for humans, for an ingenium it counts as a malfunction. That's why the Ciencio expressly prohibits most ingenia from imitating human emotion. Emotions are not only superfluous to machines, they're also dangerous. I have my reasons for wanting it to be depressed, so I'm stuck bringing despair to this bot. Come on, mister, help me out. Open up its back flap, find a shade abacus core, and give it a solid repair job. As long as you reduce the gloomy settings, it'll probably come back with you. I mean, it self-identifies as a mushroom, so I don't know how well that's gonna work, but alright. Kong sent me. Why did my master ask you to find a mushroom? Let alone a failed mushroom like me. He wants you to write poetry. Why ask a mushroom to write poetry? I don't know how to write poetry. All I know is sadness. Huh? Don't you know what mushrooms are? Mushrooms are mushrooms. Is this one of those choices thing where I can, like, essentially... I can do what the guy wants me to do, which may take away its sentience. Or I can try and convince it. Is this one of those, like, I'm making a choice and I can't back out of it? What would it take for you to go back to Kong? Do you always place such high expectations on mushrooms? Oh, I'm so sad. I would feel bad to, like, rewire it. It's apparently got some sentience. I didn't think I'd be making such a decision when I decided to do this quest. I did not expect this. Guys. Well, if it's like, if I bring it to the guy, all the guy is gonna do is he's gonna rewire it anyway. I'm gonna drag it away. I just can't be mean to it and rewire it. If the guy's gonna rewire it anyway, that's his business, but I can't do it. There's no need for more words with a pretentious thing like this. Just drag it away. Don't drag me away. Please open me up, set me free. Well, if it wants to be rewired, that's a separate situation. Remember Kong's suggestion, you look at the back flap and try to reduce the gloomy setting. Luckily, there is no resistance from the gloomy poet. Please be gentle with me, don't be too rough. You are as cold and heartless as the creator, peeling open my untainted shell and dissecting my depressed heart. Oh, other way. Could have done that in 2 moves if I was actually reading the thing correctly. I'm so sad. I don't seem to be that sad at all. Alas, everything is but a predetermined program, all smoke and mirrors, everything is but a daydream of code, never-ending mirage. I didn't go back as ordered, and therein lies the true meaning of separation. But my master could not comprehend and kept trying to beckon for me. What a poet, and a modernist at that. Softly I go, just as softly I came. I softly beckon my leave to the soft, exalting sanctum clouds. Is it gonna follow me now? Oh, it follows me! That's fun. Ugh. If I can cough, apparently. Alright, Barbarella. Humans compare death to the ocean. I am a tsunami in motion. O ocean, a mistress so fickle, but I would rather just eat a pickle. There's nothing wrong with this new verse I just composed, right? You're not great at this. But she only likes poets. Forget it. I better take a look at my poet ingenium first. You're finally back. I thought you were taken away by the morning actors. This is all your fault. The moment you booted me up, you entered a gloomy command. You gave me this divine punishment called sadness. Do you ever stop to wonder how I feel? It feels like I was destined to be abandoned by the world, and I continue to repent in self-exile just to extract another morsel of poetry to ease my sadness. This is Kong's fault, yeah. Well, I write poetry to win the heart of a fair maiden. Yeah, and you have reduced a poor machine to sentience. Look what you've done to him. You've given him anxiety. For love, one of the tritest of all human triteness, my chip has no way of understanding this concept. I have my eye on a girl named Jingsa, but she shot me down. I heard that she's in love with a poet, and that this poet is a whole book of poetry published. But me, I could barely put together a rhyming couplet. I thought to myself, there has to be more solutions than the problems in this world, right? As a member of the Artisan Commission, I may not be able to put together any kind of poetry myself, but these hands of mine could sculpt a different kind of poet, if you get my drift. Really? I don't believe you. She told me before her past lover was a talented poet and how she was infatuated with the poetic talent. I have to set myself a lofty goal to surpass, right? I may have been asking around. Her colleague said that she's single right now. Feels like that poet is not that great of a lover after all, but that's alright, because otherwise I wouldn't be getting this chance, would I? I've checked the relevant legislation, and Ingedia do not enjoy property rights aboard the CN show, so all copyrights for all the poems written by it belong to me. Of course it counts as my writing. Oh my gosh, is this a reference on, like, the AI thing right now? That, like, oh, well, AI drawing or AI writing, we can copyright it and then get the profits without doing any of the work. Speaking of which, in the US, at least, a court, made the decision that, something requires human creation to, like, interaction to be considered for copyright. Like, it has to be a human creation. And so if, like, a painting is made by AI or a book is written by AI, that it does not count for copyright, which is delightful. Speaking of which, I built more than just one of these Poet Ingenia, and there's still 3 of them out there, but who haven't returned. I wonder if they're all still running. If you could bring back their Inspo Jade Abakai, then I should be able to craft a poem that'll move my dear Xingshai. Mushroom, you should be able to pinpoint the locations of the other poets, right? I am a poet, not some piece of navigation software. Found one. The Borderland poet is over in the Scale Gorge Waterscape Delve. Actually, I don't know what kind of poet Jingsi's X is, so I've rolled out a few different ones so I can master each genre of poetry. Please, Kalis, find these Ingenia and you'll be my celebrity matchmaker for real. I'll reward you well. Well, we're gonna have to write that down because... Oh, it's a... specific... Oh, I wonder if those, like, lost and found were for the puppet specifically. Or they were like all the same missing poster or something. Well, the other one's in an area we haven't explored yet, so we will come back to that quest later. I'd like to borrow a D-Ting. Do you mind telling us the purpose of your loan? D-Ting is a forensic equipment. By right, it can't be lent to civilians. You talked about Bina and the matter about the Fa whatever red sheep. Oh, right. Okay, so this quest is about, there is a restaurant owner. There are 2 restaurant owners that were fighting because one of them suddenly had fresh sheep, and the other person, who was not a restaurant owner, they were like a animal rights activist or something. They had bought the sheep so that they could be freed from being used as like food, but then they suddenly went missing, and the local restaurant suddenly had fresh sheep, so they want to prove that the restaurant stole their sheep or what happened to their sheep. It happened again. You can borrow this deed, but you have to submit your results to us after you complete your investigation. What happened? I'm not sure. Why don't you check out the situation first? Just drop me a line if there's a problem. Please be careful, though. I know you can probably deal with any danger with your combat skills. This one also wants to send me to the Scalescape. I don't think I've been to either. Yeah, I haven't been to either of those. But we still have stuff in the Exalting Sanctum to do, so let's start with this mission. Which I have no idea which companion mission this is, technically. This might... Is this Ting Yun's companion mission? Maybe. Things would be a lot easier around here if the General Affairs Office stopped holding so many pointless meetings. So, my boy, how can I help you today?
Yes. You have extraordinary skills, and you earned her trust when you rescued her.
Oh, this is Bailu's. The person that no one calls by her name. It's always Dragon Lady. This is Bailu's companion mission.
If I had more people, I wouldn't have to ask for external help. But, as things stand, here's the situation. Lady Bailiu, the Videodora Dragon Lady, has escaped from the Alchemy Commission again. I say again because the Realm Keeping Commission has seen more than a few of her bad-tempered escapes.
If she's still on the boat, she's a fully sentient person. What do you mean escape? She can leave whenever she feels like it, can't she? Or is she on lockdown because she's technically the next elder in training for the Vidyadhara? Yeah, this is my thought.
Not imprisoned, exactly. Videodora customs are somewhat different from Xianzhou native customs. Miss Bailiu has incredible talents and is next in line to rule over the Videodora. It's normal that her people would want to keep a close eye on her.
Yeah, but anyone who's essentially being imprisoned wants to escape. That's just nature.
However, she also has somewhat of a free spirit. She always manages to find a way to escape her residence. It used to be the duty of the Realm Keeping Commission to go after her and take her back to the Alchemy Commission. But this time is different. Because of the Stellaron crisis, we're constantly short of manpower. Besides, even if we catch the Dragon Lady, we can't take her back anytime soon. I don't know if you heard. Someone locked down the delves connected to the Alchemy Commission. Now nobody can get in or out. It's completely cut off. Something very fishy is going on. That's what I want to know. I guess she sneaked out before the delves were locked down. She might even know what happened in the Alchemy Commission. And those doctors came from apothecaries and other delves. I've asked them, and they don't have the slightest clue what's going on. I'd like you to help with two things. First, find the Dragon Lady and take care of her until the Alchemy Commission delves are reopened. Don't lose sight of her.
Why do they continue calling her the Dragon Lady? Why can't they call her Bailiu?
The second thing might be a bit hard to understand. I want you to stop her from treating the Mara struck. Being stricken with Mara isn't like catching a curable disease. All the healer lady can do is slow the process. Take you short life species as an example. Do you consider aging a disease?
That's a loaded question. A lot of people do because research now has found out that cells are the main reason we age. That just as like time progresses and cells oxidize and die, they start forgetting essentially how to create new cells or cells up to the same standards as when we were young or in our 20s. And so, like, over time, they essentially get amnesia and start making the cells in worse and worse condition, and that's what causes aging. Until eventually the cells just give up, and you start getting, like, a bunch of different diseases, and eventually your body dies. And so, that's, like, It could be considered a disease. Technically.
Aging can be slowed, but it's still unavoidable. Just like being stricken with Mara for the people of the Xianzhou. Unfortunately, becoming Mara-struck is more terrifying than death. It's an inevitable curse in the blood of Xianzhou natives. The Xianzhou has long had other methods. When Mara is about to strike, the Spiritfarers and judges of the Ten Lords Commission promptly take the afflicted away. It's not something the Alchemy Commission should be meddling in.
That sounds shifty.
Mara is scary, but it won't cause any harm if you have it under control. We have the Realm Keeping Commission and Cloud Knights here in Exalting Sanctum. More than enough to handle any eventuality.
And then, from what we know of the lore, Don Feng did something to Blade using the power of the Vidyahara to do something that makes it so that Blade is Mara-struck, but he doesn't turn into an abomination? Unknown, but something's going on there.
However, the Dragon Lady's Mara suppression could lead to Mara-struck falling under the Ten Lords Commission's radar. If we let her carry on, we'll have Mara-struck on every street corner. People will panic. Seeing as we're already dealing with one crisis, we need to be extra vigilant when dealing with the Mara-struck. This is not something that can be taken lightly. You're the distinguished guest of General Jing Yuan and Diviner Fu Shen. As such, you'll also have the full trust of the Realm Keeping Commission. Oh, one more thing. There's a lot of suspicion surrounding the Alchemy Commission these days. If you discover someone from the Commission on the hunt for the Dragon Lady, watch your step.
Alright, so just tell no one what you're doing. Okay.
Don't fret. Looking after children is a pain, but as the General's distinguished guest, I know you'll do great.
As the General's distinguished guest, we can use you as a pushover, and we can make you do the chores that we don't want to do, and pretend that you have the qualifications to do them because you're the guest, right? But you are a pushover, so have fun doing the stuff that we don't want to do right now. Alright, and then that should be... Okay, so it's still in the Exalting Sanctum. Speaking of Fontaine, though, I have this little note. I'm one of those people that actually does, like, the fishing stuff. I have the fishing done in every single area except for one thing in Inazuma, because in Inazuma they have like these book sets that you can find different pages from, and one of the book sets you can fish out of the ocean. You like fish the pages out, and I've only gotten one of the pages so far. And considering how much fishing I've done in Inazuma, it's very sad. But it's purely a luck kind of thing. And so I've been working on, even though I'm not on Fontaine's story quest yet, I have been working on their fishing. I almost have enough to... I'm waiting for the fishing to reset. It resets every 3 days. But I almost have the fishing rod in Fontaine. Oh. She hasn't snuck out at all. She's right here.
Bailiu, I told you to follow my plan. You draw attention when you use your powers, and we still have to take care of the matter at hand.
I was only tending to the sick. Besides, you weren't even here just now. Where did you go?
You know full well about my situation, Lady Bailiu. If there are people from the Ten Lords Commission present in the plaza, then...
Hello, Ten Lords Commission here. You're under arrest.
Who are you? You're not a Ten Lord Spiritfarer? Why are you trying to frighten people?
I only left the Alchemy Commission for an official medical visit. There's nothing more to it, okay? The nurse here can vouch for me.
Easy, Lady Bailiu. He's clearly not from the Alchemy Commission either.
Nope.
Then don't scare me like that. Huh. Wait a minute. I've seen you before. In the plaza. I was surrounded by all those Mara struck. You rescued me, right? It was you. You came just in time. Bancia, you said you don't know the way from here, right? This guy's no pushover. He'll be able to help.
No, Lady Bailiu. I don't trust him. Please leave us.
I'm afraid that's not your call to make. I was asked by the Realm Keeping Commission to find Bailiu. But the Realm Keeping Commission just told us that we can't tell anyone. So we're not gonna.
I'm taking care of Lady Bailiu. You don't need to worry.
Okay, can I have your information to take back for proper blah blah blah?
You two, stop arguing! I think there's someone from the Alchemy Commission over there. You, help us hide first. We'll talk later.
Come on, draw already.
Of course, you can pretend to be a player and stand beside a game table, commenting on other players' moves with some head shaking and finger pointing. However, it's not a proper hiding spot. You shall find a better place to hide.
I don't believe in ghosts.
If you and the nurse are both as short as Bailiu, then the stone design would be enough to hide you. You shall find a better place. This room seems to be able to hide them for a moment.
Lady Bailiu, this way.
Coming! Help us get rid of him, please! We'll have plenty of time to talk later.
Bailiu and Bancia hid in the room and lowered their voices. They should be hard to be discovered.
I'll ask first, and then decide what to do.
Guess we gotta go talk to the Alchemy Commission guy.
You there! Excuse me. I want to ask you something. You're not the only one. Can you at least hear me out first? Have you seen a woman wearing an Alchemy Commission uniform? She was about the same height as you. I think she was heading towards the jetty. We walk the same path, but it would seem she's hiding from me.
Oh my gosh, as a person who's AFAB, if a man came up to me being like, have you seen a woman? She's about as tall as you, and I've, you know, been following her, but apparently she's hiding from me. Do you know how many red flags I would be throwing? Like, if I didn't straight up just call the police on him, I would be sending him in the complete opposite direction. Because, like, oh my gosh, that is such a scary sentence to come out of someone's mouth.
What makes you say that? You too. Mercy of Sanctus Medicus, the Arbor's new growth.
Oh my gosh. No, this is a thing that they say. I'm supposed to say the second line. I'm not supposed to say it back to him. Oh, shoot. I think it's the third one. Clemency of Sanctus Medicus, the Eternity's pure birth. But immortalities makes sense, because that's...
The Master said many times that anyone using clemency instead of mercy should be killed without exception.
Ah, shoot. I was wrong.
It's clear you know something. I'm not done questioning you.
Darn it. Now he's gonna be onto us. Well, obviously he's onto us, but like... Darn it! I knew it was one of those.
Rules are made to be broken.
It was probably the other one, the immortality one. Ah. Sucks that I got that wrong. We're probably missing some info now that we could have gotten from him. I'm sure the battle is like something that would have happened regardless, but we would have gotten like some stuff to like find out what's going on.
There's more to this alchemy commission doctor than meets the eye. I wonder if I can glean more clues from him. That's an alchemy commission doctor's uniform, all right. Dahao did say there was suspicion surrounding the alchemy commission.
Can we text him to say that we found a disciple? Secrets are often scrunched up and shoved into pockets. Why not have a look? A jade abacus bracelet with the latest design that cannot be unlocked with a golden badge.
I better take...
A piece of folded letter that reads, Mercy of Sanctus Medicus, the Arbor's new growth unit. It was the other one! Oh, I'm so mad. I would have gotten this right if I had just picked the other one, because I was like, immortality, but the other one rhymed.
I better take...
Few people, apart from the Outworlders at the Ciencio, would have a wallet. No money has been found in the wallet. You can only see folded photos inside. A special but scratched out prescription, which seems to have something to do with the Mara struck.
I better take...
Hiding things in shoes. Such a classic method.
Maybe that's not necessary. Or...
I guess it doesn't want me to check his shoes. Can I please get the authorities to come pick up this man? We just got some stuff that might be important that I read it now. What does it mean, use? Why can I use these? Interesting.
Come on, draw already.
Nobody home. Dealt with? Does that mean we're safe now? We're coming out.
After making sure they are not pursued anymore, Bailiu and Bancia walk out of the room.
What happened? That man wanted to catch me and take me back to the Alchemy Commission, right? I knew it!
No, he was disciple of Sanctus
See,
Medicus.
I told you this guy was trustworthy.
Thank you for helping us. But I'm worried you being here could just complicate matters further. Please leave us be.
Considering the fact that that was a disciple of Sanctus Medicus, I don't trust you being alone with the new elder, the Vidyahara.
Huh? Why were they looking for Miss Bancia? That
Bancia.
can't be right. They must have been looking for me.
They were not. They were looking for her.
How is that possible?
Sia.
How can I prove the doctor from the Alchemy Commission was looking for Bansia?
The letter? Probably. Oh, a letter between disciples, only correct. Family photo taken. A badge representing justice. And then a medical prescription. But none of these really seem like they would. This one?
Wait a minute.
Okay, so it's not that one. Photo?
Wait a minute.
Letter? Okay, the disciple of Sanctus Medicus letter indicates that Bansia, the nurse who betrayed the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, has already escaped the Alchemy Commission jail.
Here's the proof.
This letter.
Wait, I've heard of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Aren't they those crazy followers that worship the Mara Struck and the Plague's author? But Bansia's nothing like them. She wanted me to treat the Mara Struck.
I knew she was suspicious, that like she was probably a disciple. I just didn't know if she was like, if she's gonna be a turncoat or if she's gonna be like a double turncoat.
Lady Bailiu, you promised you wouldn't tell anyone about that.
Wanted her to treat the Marstruck? Suspicious. Could she be a disciple of Sanctus Medicus? I wonder if I have any evidence.
My man, the letter just stated that she is an ex-disciple that has betrayed the sect. Like... The strange prescription is a note about slowing the Marstruck process.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Bailiu, can you take a look?
The handwriting on this prescription is exactly the same as the one you gave to me. Bansia, are you really from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Huh? You're a liar! A great big liar!
I'm sorry, Lady Bailiu. I am a member of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. And that doctor from the Alchemy Commission was sent to catch me. But I never meant to harm Lady Bailiu. On the contrary, by taking her away from that place, I was protecting her. I made a deal with Lady Bailiu before we escaped. We have an urgent task to complete. Please, don't take her away.
I don't think any deal you made when the person does not know the full, like, the full story counts. Plus, it's also for Bailiu.
What she thinks about all this first.
That's what I was about to say. Also, it's up to Bailiu. I wasn't told to bring her back. I was just told to accompany her. Like, specifically, he did not tell me to bring her back, if I remember correctly. He said just keep her in your sights. So it's whatever Bailiu wants to do.
Treating wounds and diseases is one thing. Curing the evils of humanity? There I was thinking, someone helped me escape the Alchemy Commission because they genuinely wanted to help me. Enough. Being angry will stunt my growth. Let's put this behind us. I don't know much. If it weren't for those scrolls in the Alchemy Commission's Elixir Research Terrace, I doubt anyone in the Shencho would have heard of them. A long time ago, even by the standards of long-life species, the Shencho eliminated an organization that worshipped the Plague's author. Why were they eliminated? Because they held an incredibly dangerous notion. Shencho people wanted to be released from the threat of Mara and return to the stability of life and death. Yet the disciples of Sanctus Medicus believed that being stricken with Mara was a blessing. A natural evolutionary step in casting off the mortal coil. Sounds great, right? Well, only if you think becoming a monster devoid of all humanity is a good thing. That's why the Cloud Knights and Ten Lords Commission cooperated to eliminate the organization. But just because you can't see something doesn't mean it isn't there. It's like eradicating a sickness. Easier to do when the symptoms are visible. In hindsight, not only did the disciples endure, they expanded the organization in secret.
Ugh, that sounds like all of my doctors when they look at your blood work. My blood work. They're like, oh, you have all these issues, but we can't find anything in your blood work. So until the issue gets worse and produces a new problem that will help us eliminate some potential causes or get closer to what the cause is, we can't do anything about it. Sorry, you're just going to have to suffer until something new pops up. The healthcare system sucks.
The people of the Shincho have asked themselves that question thousands of times. Countless doctors and sages have dedicated their lives to researching a cure for the curse. Tragically, besides a few theories, no one has come to a definite conclusion. In truth, nobody in this world can fully comprehend the curse of the plague's author. When symptoms strike, the Mara struck are quickly taken away by the spirit bearers and judges of the Ten Lords Commission. I just want to reduce their suffering and let them leave with dignity.
Yeah, but shouldn't there specifically be a team of doctors that work with the people who are Mara struck? Because the only way you're ever gonna produce a cure is if you continue to work with those who are sick. So you would almost, I know that it can, like, someone being a Mara struck can cause other people to like become Mara struck faster. It's not quite like a airborne sickness, but like it makes them devolve faster. But still, wouldn't it be like important to have a division of doctors who work with the Mara struck if there's any hope of ever curing it?
The people of the Realm Keeping Commission do have a point.
Because obviously there's like something that can be done to a way considering Blade's entire existence.
How should I know? It's not like commission members walk around with Disciple of Sanctus Medicus on their foreheads.
Good point.
I'm sorry I wasn't honest with Lady Bailiu, but I had no other choice. I asked her to save my beloved. In return, I helped her escape from the Alchemy Commission. I broke many of the Videodaris laws, and the Alchemy Commission is bound to punish me. But I just can't let my beloved die. I don't have much time left, but go ahead. I thought we would be fine after we escaped. I didn't know those people would come after us. I just couldn't find a way to tell her I was a disciple and about all the things I experienced there.
You've been nice to me, but you shouldn't have kept me in the dark. I hate when grown-ups hide secrets and only tell you half the story. Whew, it's such a headache.
His name is Leon Mu. He's a short-life species that requested an elixir. I used to think that the suffering of short-life species was nothing. But my heart ached when I saw him in such pain. It's something I never expected to experience in my lifetime. Falling in love with a short-life species. Such a bittersweet feeling. That's when I thought of Lady Bailiu. The dragon lady that can heal mortals through tears alone. But it would take 30 years for her to treat all those in need. I had no choice but to come up with this plan. Please. Please forgive me. I'm already showing symptoms of the Marastruck. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus regard the Marastruck as saints. They take all kinds of strange medicines to speed up the process. I was no exception.
Well, I mean, if they can find ways to speed it up, well, they did state that they'd only been able to, like, slow it down at this point. So I was about to be like, they could probably slow it down if they can reverse the medicine.
But since I met Leamu, I realized that these saints are horrible creatures. Even if I were to become immortal, to not recognize him, to forget him, or become something that he doesn't recognize. That's why I stopped taking the medicines and escaped. Thanks to the Dragon Lady, I made it here safely.
But yeah, this is purely up to Bailiu.
She hid everything from me, but I promised her I'd save her beloved. After all these years, I'm still not used to seeing people suffer.
Lady Bailiu.
Bancia, tell us what you want to do next.
I can't let the disciples of Sanctus Medicus or the Ten Lords Commission find us. We need to find a way to get to Cloudford without drawing their attention.
I'm assuming I can't just teleport them with my nifty ability.
Come on, draw already.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced? Look no further.
Oh my gosh, I did not understand how I get so lost on just a tiny map like this.
I'm Guangda, an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. If you have an urgent issue, please go to the Chancery. Huh? Aren't you the healer lady?
Kneel before the Dragon Lady. Favor?
If it's official business you're here about, you'll need to go to the Chancery. Da Hao and Song Yan should be there. I'm just an orderly. As for anything concerning the Dragon Lady, I'm sorry, but... Hey, keep it down. You've got it wrong. That's not my ship, it's my friend's. My friend has a star skiff travel permit and can help you leave quickly. I'm not the one who owns the ship.
Oh my gosh, this was the guy. I remember like many episodes back, we were listening to this guy be like, oh yeah, I can take you, or I have a friend who can take you between the areas right now for some cash. And I was like, man, you're really bold to be saying that right in front of the, like, one of the government offices. I wasn't expecting that to come back around because I heard that many, many episodes ago, so hours and hours of playthrough ago.
Just cut to the chase. Can we take the ship or not?
Yes, you can, but please keep it down. I can take you there if the price is right. I mean, my friend can take you there. So, relax, How about it? Shall we set off?
Cloudford is one of the places I've already explored, so I feel confident going there.
Leamu, I must see him.
Bancia, your symptoms are getting worse. I have some soothing tonic in my gourd. Would you like some before we set off?
Thanks, Lady Bailiu. But we can't delay any longer.
Oh yes, you taking 3 swallows is going to delay us tremendously.
I told Leamu to hide in a Cloudford shipping container. I couldn't let the disciples of Sanctus Medicus find him.
I wonder if he's one of the guys that we found when we were doing that puzzle, the 3-day puzzle.
Because I promised Leamu I'd bring him an elixir of immortality. To make him one of the people of the Xianzhou like me.
You know that's one of the Shencho's 10 unpardonable sins, right?
Yes. But I knew nothing about the treachery of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus back then. I only knew that people in the Alchemy Commission were involved in ancient clandestine medicines, but I was wrong. It wasn't a blessing of immortality. Not even a poor imitation.
They were turning humans into monsters, weren't they?
Short-lived species are expendable to those maniacs. They use them in experiments to develop their medicines. I don't have much time left. And I only have one solution left. Lady Bailiu, you still remember our deal, right?
You helped me escape the Alchemy Commission. I saved your sweetheart.
Thank you, Lady Bailiu. The place we arranged to meet up is ahead. Let's go. I can't forget. I must get there.
This is bad. She's starting to lose touch with reality. The soothing tonic might not work anymore. This calls for shock treatment.
I was kind of curious if we were going to hear the bzzz.
How can that be? Where is he? We agreed to meet here. My head. How can that be?
Let her rest here for a while. I'll think of something. Try not to move, Banzia.
But he's not here. We still need to find him.
Nurse, get a hold of yourself. Doctor's orders. Can you see if there are any clues nearby? I don't think Banzia's sweetheart would leave for no reason.
Not the SpongeBob meme.
Leave the patient to me. I'm the healer lady of the Alchemy Commission, after all.
I don't. If it was as easy as the phone.
See if we can find any clues nearby.
If it was as easy as using the phone, it probably they would have done it already. I imagine that he had to throw away his phone so that the disciples couldn't find him. Banzia, if you're reading this, it means you have come to find me. I've left the container and I'm hiding elsewhere. I have left my whereabouts on the back of the letter, and you should see some light marks if you dust it off. I really don't know how to describe the container's location, so I drew a rough sketch. A few days ago, you were worried that I would not be able to eat or sleep well at Cloudford due to my illness and sent me some Ciencio specialty snacks, quilts and pillows through the courier Cycranes. While I was overjoyed, I also felt very guilty. How could I ever repay your kindness? What can I offer in return? Maybe it'll take me hundreds or thousands of years to repay you. You know me, longevity is not my ultimate pursuit. Unlike those elixir seekers, I have greater ambitions. Now, with your help, my efforts have paid off and immortality is no longer out of my reach. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Back to business. I've cleaned up the traces of life around the container because the disciple of Sanctus Medicis came up to me, and it must be because of you. I'm not angry, but excited. It means you have succeeded, and we are one step closer to success. I'll hide in the next place. Call out for me when you arrive. After confirming that you are alone, I will come out. Don't blame me for being too cautious. I wouldn't be alive if I wasn't. It kinda sounds like you might be using her. I'm a little concerned about that.
It looks like Banxia's sweetheart was tracked by the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and had to switch locations. I should go tell Banxia and Bailiu.
What happened? Did you find any clues?
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus already had their eye on this place. I just hope he's okay. Let's keep walking.
No way. Do you know how bad your condition is? Don't worry. I'll find Young Mu and treat him. Send Banxia back to the apothecary in Starskip Haven.
No. I know exactly how bad my condition is. That's why I've changed my mind. I want to see him one last time. You'll help me, right? I have a favor to ask you. You've seen for yourself how dangerous the Marastruck can be. If the time comes, please protect the Dragon Lady.
Oh my gosh, just use her name. If you have to be polite, just say Lady Bailiu. It's frustrating me that they will not call Bailiu by her name.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear you say that.
I caught sight of a lot of disciples in the area just now.
I'm a traitor to them. They won't stand idly by if they lay eyes on me.
See if I can...
If you can't fend them off, just let me go with them.
If they're too strong for you.
Show no mercy.
We can sacrifice myself so that you can escape.
Hear this thunder.
We caught them unawares.
Bonsia, if you're reading this, it means I'm once again hiding somewhere else now. Like last time, I left my whereabouts in the back of this letter. This time I'm going to hide in the harbor, but I can't hide for long. I'm running out of hiding places. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus and Warden to the Tin Lord Commission are all here, and I can't be found by either of them. In order not to be discovered by them, I left. I guess the disciples of Sanctus Medicus are trying their utmost to capture you and me in order to prevent the secret from being leaked. And the Warden seem to have received intel on the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and are looking for them at the Cloud Ford. If I weren't an elixir seeker, I would have come out and applauded the Tin Lord's commission. Come find me as soon as possible. I can't wait to see you. You mean you can't wait to see that she has the elixir of life or whatever? As before, I will be at the next hiding place. Call out for me when you arrive. After confirming that you are alone by yourself, I will come out. Remember, come alone, and I won't reveal myself if other people are present. He seems sketchier the more notes we get.
Bailiu, I can't go on anymore.
He's waiting for us here. Did he hide somewhere else?
Lady Bailiu, watch out!
There you are. Z clearly failed them. Oh, and if it isn't the Dragon Lady, trying to make up for past sins, are we?
Blah, blah, blah. I've heard enough out of you already. If it's a beating you want, allow me to do the honors.
I'll deal with you in a moment, little girl. Men, take the traitor and make sure you get the list from her.
List? Am I invisible to you or what?
Where is everyone? Seize them!
Oh, she's the lady that Danheng, Locha, and Shushang saved.
Are you giving me an order?
You!
Karmic atonement.
A Ten Lords Commission judge?
You chose the wrong enemy.
Conflict is pitiless.
Rules are made to be broken.
This Ten Lords Commission judge packs a punch. But Bonsia, you...
Shh. If she notices my symptoms, she won't hesitate.
Why are the disciples of Sanctus Medicus pursuing you? I only see two of you in Alchemy Commission attire. You, girl, raise your head. You have a wandering look in your eyes. A Mara-struck look, perhaps?
Help us, Miss Judge! We only just managed to escape before the dells were locked down. Those evil men have been chasing us. This nurse is so scared she can barely stand.
Madame Shuiyi, the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been found in the southwest of Cloudford.
This place isn't secure. You should leave immediately. Soldiers, see them on their way.
Under escort of the Cloud Knights, you were taken to a safer place in the Cloud Ford. Tourists would have been a terrible...
Strangest judge I've ever come across. Bonsia, are you alright?
That would have been a bad one because they're both in uniform. They wouldn't be tourists.
I made it this far. I won't go back without seeing him one last time.
I'm very concerned that this man was just using her for the elixir.
Let's go this way and see if we can avoid those Cloud Knights.
Stealth mission? If people really have to get around by moving shipping containers to be able to walk on them, that is very inconvenient. But then again, it looks like mostly the blockades are the issue, like these things. But you could 100% just jump over these. They're not that big.
There are Cloud Knights and disciples of Sanctus Medicus over there.
We don't have time for them.
We can't really go around
there are
them.
armed villains up ahead. If you're not on duty here, return to the city for your own safety.
He's right behind that door. We're almost there.
But there are Cloud Knights stationed there. Wait, I have an idea. Hey, don't cause a commotion, or the judge will be on our case again for sure. Didn't we pass some soldiers resting on the way over here? You know, the place where the Cloud Knights and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus fought. You said it, not me. A spot of emergency treatment in exchange for some armor. Sounds fair to me.
Let's do what Lady Bailiu suggested.
You gave medical treatment to the wounded Cloud Knights that have lost consciousness.
There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Just tell them your soldiers guiding me back to the Alchemy Commission. They won't know any better.
Halt! What's with the kid?
Surely, you know the healer lady of Alchemy Commission.
She does have horns and a tail. I heard the Dragon Lady likes to sneak away from the Commission, but I never thought I'd have the honor of seeing her in person.
No! No! I haven't finished playing yet! I don't want to go back to the Alchemy Commission!
Is the nearest harbor up ahead?
That's right. You don't seem very well, soldier. We have a military doctor up ahead.
Don't worry. I have the Dragon Lady with me.
I still want to play! I'm hungry! Don't take me back! I don't want to go back! I'm not going back!
Access granted. Good work, soldiers.
Thank you.
I feel like Bonsia should not be talking as much as physically possible.
Wasn't my acting amazing? Let me tell you, a performance like that requires a lot of 10 for 10 for practice.
Incredible.
By the way, what's taking Bonsia so long?
Why are we leaving Bonsia alone when she's in this condition?
Why can't I take off my helmet?
Oh, that voice isn't good.
Why is my voice like this?
Foxy is trying to take the armor off but failed. It sticks to her so tight as if it's part of her body. Oh, we're getting into the body horror. We're getting into the body horror.
It feels like something's caught.
Well... You're, growing leaves, so...
But she still has the senses.
Lady Bailiu. Is this a result of your healing? Thank you. If it weren't for you...
Don't thank me. It's my fault. I couldn't preserve you the way you were.
You can't cure someone stricken with Mara. It's already a miracle that I still have my senses. That I can talk to you. Hey. Do you still remember what I said earlier? If the time comes... Let's go. While I still have my senses.
Oh, this is terrifying. No wonder the people of the Cian show are scared. I would also be terrified. Help her get there slowly. Oh my gosh, the Cloud Knights are right here. I'm so concerned.
Wait. I feel a bit dizzy.
What should I do? Serious imbalances of yin and yang? Cold and heat?
I just need a rest. Lady Bailiu. Don't forget our deal.
I really hope if her sweetheart is actually an a-hole and has just been using her this entire time, that we put her down before she finds that out, because otherwise she's gonna be, unless that heartbreak is what causes her to lose her senses, and then we have to put her to rest anyway.
Stop calling it a deal! I made a promise. I'll heal him. Don't worry.
Bailiu is so cute.
I'm so sorry. It's because of me that all of you are in danger.
Enough talk. Here, I'll pour the medicine through the helmet.
Thank you, Lady Bailiu. But I can't feel the gap between my skin and the helmet anymore.
Oh my gosh, that is so creepy.
We've arrived. Is he not here either?
He's cautious by nature. Do you remember his note? He told me to come alone.
I don't know if he would recognize you at this point, honey.
But you already...
He won't show himself if you're here. I'll call out to him. Please, you two, find somewhere to hide. Remember our promise.
I remember.
This man better be a nice man, I swear to God.
Let's go.
And I better not be picking up on bad vibes. He better not be a bad person, considering everything she's doing for him.
Leon, no! Monster! Leon! No!
Help! Oh no! Let's hurry over!
He's not recognize her.
I can't hold on any longer. Do it. Don't forget the promise.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh no.
I'll see you off.
Please do. Oh.
There's no time to lose.
Let's make it quick.
Aw, poor Bonsia.
Do you think she saw him one last time? Grown-ups are complicated, huh? Let's keep heading in this direction until we find him.
Oh, Bailiu. Alright, this man better be the ultimate sweetheart and cry and mourn over her grave, I swear to all.
Are you from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Or the Ten Lords Commission? Don't touch me! I didn't do anything!
That's right. I'm here to heal you.
You're finally here. First, I was being chased by the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Then I ran into the Cloud Knights. Then I thought I heard Banshia's voice, but I ran straight into a monster. What a day. But if Banshia sent you, then where is she? Isn't she with you?
What do you think? Should we tell him the truth?
Yes.
What? That monster armed to the teeth? That was Banshia? You're lying.
It's true. She had to disguise herself in order to meet you.
How is that possible? Could you take me there? Just to confirm.
Okay, okay, this is looking a little bit more promising, but the way he acted just now is making me very concerned. Bansia, we brought your sweetheart.
This is Banshia? This hideous creature?
My man, I'm gonna go for your ankles if you keep talking.
Hey! I know you're probably in shock, but...
You tell Lian Mu everything about what happened on the way over. In order to see Lian Mu for the very last time, she donned the armor that she could never take off.
She changed out of her original clothes, right? There's no point in searching the body, then.
I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. He's obviously just looking for the prescription for immortality.
Did she give you any secret boxes or letters?
Search? For what?
You don't know? She left me with nothing. Was she playing me this whole time?
You sound like you're the one who was playing her.
A list of the names of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. With that list, I'd be able to blackmail the disciples into giving me the elixir of immortality. Or I could submit the list to the Cloud Knights to avoid banishment from the Xianzhou. That woman promised me countless times. In the end, I finally trusted her. I genuinely thought she'd offer me change. But in the end, she failed at the most important hurdle. Or maybe she failed from the very beginning. She probably lied to you too.
That man's ankles? That man's ankles are mine. I want... Nope, not just his ankles, his kneecaps too.
Of course not. I have more important matters in places other than the Xianzhou. Elixirs and immortality are just a means to an end. I won't stay on the Luofu.
If you become immortal due to the Luofu's laws, you can't leave.
Sweetheart? That was her wishful thinking. I wasn't interested in the slightest. No way. You thought so too?
Alright, I take what I said away. Ankles, knees, no. I need to go for something a little bit more vulnerable that's a little higher up. Not by much, but oh my gosh.
Heal.
What?
Let me heal you, so I never have to lay eyes on you again!
Huh?
Do we really still have to heal this man? Can I beat him up? Yes, can I beat him up?
Great idea! Seeing as I'm due to heal him anyway, do your worst.
Oh my gosh, me and Bailiu are on the same page.
What are you doing?
You and Bailiu taught this deceitful outworlder a harsh but well-deserved lesson. Yes, I love that we're... Yes, get him! I love that we're allowed to do this. Oh my gosh, yes! Then Bailiu healed the outward begrudgingly again. Compared to being Mars-struck, his disease is but a common illness. After finishing the treatment, you left Cloudfort and asked the Cloud Knights to take care of the remains of the Mars-struck soldier. Oh, poor Bansia, taken advantage of by a greedy outworlder. I'm like glad that she was able to get away from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but for this to be her outcome.
I'm so furious.
Ugh. You were too gentle with him.
Healed him. For the next 30 years, he'll hiccup uncontrollably every day.
Oh my gosh, Bailiu, yes.
What? He deserved it.
I agree. It's perfect.
Anyway, you know any good hiding places? I'm still on the run.
Have you heard of the Astral Express?
Express? What's that? The Xianzhou is still in a mess. I better stay in Starskip Haven for the time being. I'm sure there'll be fevers and headaches to take care of before long. Banxia asked me if I like treating people. Like I said, it's as easy as eating and drinking for me. I don't like or dislike it, but this whole incident has made me wish I knew more about the Mara struck. Thank you. Maybe meet again at the food stalls of Starskip Haven. Bye!
Bailiu can now visit us on the Express. I love that the game actually let us beat that man up. Oh my gosh, that is so gratifying. Where can a wanderer rest? Let Lian Mu know about the identity of the monster. Like I said, I'm all for, like, telling people what's going on so that they can make decisions for themselves. Okay, we got a companion mission done. So next time we will work on Locha's companion mission. And we will finally actually be able to start exploring the exalting sanctum, which has been my goal for like 2 streams now. But the quests have taken up the time. It's thankfully a bit smaller, so hopefully it won't be take up too much time to explore. So in the meantime, everybody who is watching this live stream at the time of streaming, remember to do your relic farming. There's only 2 more days of it. So that you can get the double drops. I hope that your RNG is good, and that your savings for whichever character you want in the next update, or if you're still trying to pull for Kafka, go well. I think that puts me at 20 now. Oh, what do I do with this stuff? Yeah, that does put me at 20 now. What does that mean by use? Oh, I can read it. Apprehend the nurse, she betrayed us. Okay. And then... this is the prescription on how to become Mara struck or whatever. I wonder if we can... real quick, let's see if we can go to the guy... the Realm Keeping Commission man, and see if we can give him any of that stuff that we got. I don't like it just clogging up my inventory.
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
I always want to treat that as a entrance. Oh, well, it's just... well, you're gonna get a small hint of Locha's companion mission, apparently, because it just auto-sent me to it.
Oh, so you are. And these would be Miss March 7th and Mr. Yang, I presume.
That's right. I'm the first one. He's the second. We're here to help.
Marge, try not to sound too excited. We're here for work, remember?
You're the one getting excited. My first detective case. Finally, my intelligence and wisdom have a chance to shine.
Miss March, Mr. Yang, I've been looking forward to meeting you. Make yourselves comfortable. One moment, please. Jingyan! Give me the photos!
Coming. Stop yelling.
After a while, Jingyan hurries over with a scroll.
Thanks for waiting. These are the Outworld travelers who were sighted in the location specified by the General and the Master Diviner. This was 2 days before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
We'd like you to take a look. Do you recognize any of them as a threat?
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects. Uh-huh. I see.
Mr. Yang, do you notice someone?
What's wrong, Mr. Yang? See anything fishy?
Who's he? I'd like to see more information on him.
Which one? Let me see.
Just repeat what March said.
I thought we talked about copying people.
I don't have any concrete evidence, but I think he's worth checking out.
Oh, him? I remember him. He's a traveling merchant. He trades throughout the universe. Knows a thing or two about remedial arts, too. He registered himself on the Xianzhou as... what was it again?
Locha. His name is Locha.
That's right, Locha. He came to the Xianzhou with a huge box this time. Some sort of funerary contraption. It had a funny name. Something to do with coughing. It was pretty conspicuous. I had to ask him about it.
A coffin. It's a tool that certain non-Xianzhou travelers seem to use in death rites. I'm guessing our guests here might recognize it.
Huh. I swear he said coughing. Anyway, we checked him out. His record on the Xianzhou is squeaky clean. As for this caffeine thing...
Coffin.
Yeah. Either way, it definitely had something to do with funerals. There are lots of travelers on the Lafu, each with their own star system and death rites. I guess that must be Locha's line of work. Is there something up with him?
Not necessarily, but I have my reasons for wanting to investigate. What was he doing in the days leading up to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection?
That's complicated. Come with me to the Foursquare Mirror. It'll be easier to explain. Exalting Sanctum is one of the Lafu's crucial central cities. The higher-ups are very concerned about security issues here. That's why there are so many Psycranes stationed in the area. Locha arrived on the Lafu a few days prior to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Up until the day before the resurrection, there was nothing suspicious about his behavior.
Oh, I figured it out! The day before the resurrection, he appeared near the Ambrosial Arbor with a Stellaron.
That is conjecture, and you have no way to prove that.
Oh yeah, I guess. You're pretty smart. Sometimes.
You lot are enthusiastic, I'll give you that. The reason I mentioned the day before the resurrection is because we have no idea what he did that day. The resurrection brought about unusual yin-yang phenomena that caused the entire Psycrane system to malfunction. The image data from the day of the incident is beyond restoration, and the data from that day before was badly affected. We will, in due course. We can't be too general. Specific questions are key. Not to mention, without a clear suspicion, it would involve multiple interrogations. So, if you feel this Locha is suspicious in some way, make it known. Then I can arrange for his detention and interrogation.
How should I put this? He just looks kind of...
Mr. Yang, you were going off of his appearance this whole time? I thought you had some super secret thing up your sleeve. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to judge a book by its...
His appearance? He looks pretty handsome to me. I will take every opportunity to hit on the attractive men in this game.
Exactly! Huh? Well, wait, that's not the point?
Sorry. What I mean is... it's difficult to explain, but my instinct tells me this Locha is involved somehow.
I mean, from how we've interacted with him with the quest so far, and how, like, secretive he is being, and then also just the fact that he's part of death rites can be seen as suspicious with what's been going on.
Apologies. I realize this is personal speculation.
That's alright. Instinct is an important part of any Realm Keeping Commission investigation. There are times when my gut tells me something's not right, and there's usually a reason for it. I'm with you on this one. Be that as it may, as As an official, I can't go bringing someone in based on a villainous appearance.
Because if a complaint led to his dismissal, it would leave a blemish on his resume, making it difficult for him to advance his career for the next few centuries.
No! What are you talking about? Anyway, if you want to investigate, I can grant you access to the Foursquare Mirror. Jingyan, you'll be assisting our esteemed guests in their investigation.
Isn't it inappropriate for an officer of the Realm Keeping Commission to assist the public in investigating someone?
Not at all. Make sure you don't leave the commission. Just help them check the sight crane footage. Keep me updated on progress. If you find hard evidence, I'll be there in a flash. One thing, though. Don't approach him. If you make a discovery, contact me first.
We're thankful that you're entrusting this to us. We'll keep it by the book.
Don't worry. The Express crew keeps its promises. We won't disappoint you.
Jingyan, over to you. I need to get going.
Understood. This might take you some time. Come and find me when you're ready.
The man's voice seems very familiar to you. Where have you heard it before? Ah! Okay, this is the thing. Okay, this is what I wanted. Have we met before? He tried his best to recall, as though he was a beggar scraping out the last coins from an empty wallet. Every action must be held accountable, yes, but I'm afraid I've lost account of the number of people I've run this scam on. You... Alright, we'll deal with you in a second. I want to talk... I cannot talk to him. No, I want to talk to him. Calm down, you two. I've seen this thousands of times before you, and you're not special. You have full support of the Realm Keeping Commission if you'd like to get a divorce. Register with that with me. If you don't want to get a divorce and just need some couples therapy from us, then just blink twice. How can you say that? Let's go home, darling. Yeah, how can you persuade people to get divorced from the get-go? Let's leave. Ignore that stupid officer. Ah, well, that's everything taken care of, then. That's kind of funny, actually. Oh, okay, I can talk to him. Okay, so I can't give him any of the items. Can I go to the other one and give her the items?
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
Shoot, where is the other one? Maybe it's this one.
If we're not on patrol, we should get some rest.
Yeah, it's this guy. Okay. Once I get checked in so that I can talk to whoever's here. Jingyuan is gone. Alright, this lady, who I don't really want to speak to, but I have to. Okay, so you don't... I can't give it to you either. Let's see. Okay, it's not used for anything. They're not used for anything specific. Okay. I guess they'll just sit in my inventory now. Okay, so now that I accidentally started a little bit of Locha's story, what we're gonna do next time is we're gonna continue doing Locha's until it takes me either to an area that I have not explored yet, or until it's finished, if it's only in areas we've been to already. And then we're gonna explore the exalting sanctum. We're gonna explore all this to make sure we've seen everything, and then we'll move on to the divination commission, which that's gonna be a little exhausting, I'm sure. And it looks like, and there are a few quests that we'll be able to work on in the divination commission, and then so on and so forth. We'll go through the rest of these. So that is everything here. I'll see you all back on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for watching. I upload these streams in their entirety, completely unedited, on Fridays and Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Though the one that's currently being streamed probably won't be seen for like a month or so, because the fact that I only upload like twice a week. But I stream 3 times, so they're kind of behind. And then I also post TikToks, and I've just started, I'm going to soon be posting my first like manhwa recommendation, and so I post TikToks on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, so catch me there if you all would like to watch just a short clip to see my darling avatar's face. Yeah, so I hope you all have a great weekend and a great rest of your Friday or Saturday, depending on what time zone you're in, and goodbye.